Inside, we're set for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Chicago Blackhawks. Two very good offensive teams. And look at the center iceman that would be in Mikita's spot here. Jonathan Toews has a little bit of stand in his game against Austin Matthews, and his hometown hockey game from Chicago is underway. From the blue line, Duncan Keith takes the shot. There's another one, and a goal for Dominic Cahoon.
This will be interesting, as Jonathan Toews, to me, Jim, it looked like it hit him, but I thought it might have been a little bit high.
But it did come down a long ways. It was Cahoon who took the shot. It might have been, it probably was Toews who tipped it, but is it a high stick?
After review, the call has been confirmed. Good goal.
He's playing him with Duncan Keith. Here's Jonathan Toews, another turnover, a pass into the middle. There's Keith, quick pass, goal! What a beauty, Alex DeBrincat. Terrific passing play and a 2-0 Chicago lead.
Terrific passing play and an errant turnover, a stop up by Toews, a no-look backhand pass, and how about that? Side to side, and DeBrincat just right in the right place. Cahoon with just an excellent read, but the turnovers have been really costly here early on.
The old captain checked. Austin Matthews starts out, a flipper to center, racing onto the puck. Kasperi Kapanen scores! Austin Matthews with a flip pass to center, and great wheels by Kasperi Kapanen get the Leafs back in the game.
And just the spark you needed.
Austin Matthews back on, and Kasperi Kapanen is playing on his line now, and he looks for Matthews in front, and he scores! Well, that little change worked out pretty well, didn't it?
A great connection the shift before, and Kapanen comes out for the second time. But how about Matthews? He fanned on the first shot, found it in his feet. You know, so often you could just get lost in the traffic. Toews is watching the puck this time. He whiffed on the first one off his skate, and that quick reaction, the hands able to get a hold of it. Ward was down and out, and just like that, we've got a tie hockey game.
Puck will come to Riley. His shot hit a body in front. Chop that, doesn't get out. Riley with a shot, another loose puck, they score! Ward made the save. Tavares knocked the puck into the back of the net, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have taken their first lead of the game, 3-2.
Well, there is your matchup game that you were talking about, and the advantage here is that this line catches a few mistakes. There's one by a veteran in Keith, and you've got two chances to get it out. Toews is dead tired at the end of a long shift. The puck just bounces off in front, and it's Zach Hyman who gets good body position. He's in front, and it actually hits off him and goes right to John Tavares, and he's on the doorstep, beats Keith to the bouncing puck, and he gets his second as a Maple Leaf. The game at a little higher speed, and that's pushing everything forward right from his first goal up the middle.
Dermott got in some trouble, turned the puck over. Marcus Kruger's behind the net. Hayden's out in front, back to the blue line. Duncan Keith waits. On the other side, Yoki-Haru takes a shot. There's a rebound. Hayden put it into the net. In and out of the net behind Garrett Sparks, and it's being signaled from behind the goal by the referee that it's a tie game, 3-3.
Well, isn't it the kiss of death? You do the save pack for your goaltender, and then he's not able to handle a rebound, and Dermott's right behind him. He tries to get a piece of it. You can see how Sparks is sliding by, and it just, oh boy, looked like it was all white there. What a heads-up play by Dermott, though. He's right there on the doorstep, saw it coming through. Sparks misses it with his stick. Hayden gets it, and that looks to me like there's white there past the red line.
Short shift and on to the first power play unit. Morgan Riley plays the puck to the other side. Marner to the net, tipped, score! John Tavares, that didn't take long, and he has his second of the night. The Maple Leafs lead again, 4-3.
Well, there's those options for Mitch Marner. It's either shot, cross seam over to Matthews, or towards the net, off the side of the net to Tavares, and what great hand-eye there.
That's Brent Seabrook into the attacking zone, and because of that, there haven't been many points for the third and fourth lines. Seabrook from the blue line turns, there's a crowd in front. Manning fired a shot, scores! Tie game again as Brandon Manning gets his first as a Blackhawk.
Oh, this up and down game goes right back, a seesaw battle. And watch Dermott here. Does he get hit? Yeah, he gets bumped with the shoulder there as Kunitz gets after him, and Dermott just loses his way for a second, and a little bit of a pause opens up some ice. Now Dermott in the way in front, not clearing the zone for Anisimov, and this is just a bullet of a shot.
Control it, but now he's got the puck back again. Just bunts it ahead. Hyman for Tavares, and a great stick by Gustafsson, or that might have been in the back of the net for John Tavares, third of the night. Here's Tavares again, turns, fires, scores! Hat trick, John Tavares, 5-4 Toronto.
It looked like it was going the other way. A pass missed. Kane thinks he's got control of it, going to get it out. Instead, knock it out of the air. No chance. Short side, right up over the shoulder. And what a moment there for Tavares. Falling down, getting up quickly, hand-eye, get locked and loaded, and an absolute perfect shot. Rocket to the top corner.
The 9th hat trick of his career, his 4th goal of the season, and even on the road, there are traveling hats for the Maple Leafs, and a few of them had to be collected off the ice. Loki Harju with a minute and a half to go, dumps the puck in. Zaitsev is back, Schmaltz got the puck through to Kane. He's got a couple of players in front of the net. Kane takes over with the puck, waits, takes the shot, scores!
Kane's got his head up the entire time, and does this go straight in, or does Anisimov get it at all? Sparks looked past him, looked like it beat him short side, and oh boy, when Kane and Taves score together, they win. 44 straight games the Chicago Blackhawks have won when that's happened.
And they get a chance to make it 45 here tonight. They've won 2 straight overtime games. The Leafs trying to win in regulation as Gardner takes a shot. Loose puck in front of the net, score! Austin Matthews. With a minute, 2 seconds to go, the Maple Leafs are back in front, 6-5.
And the fans that are here from Toronto can't believe it. Matthews can't believe it. Bouncing off his man, kicking out, and then, like we've seen so often, on the backhand, forehand, and there's quite an emotional moment. You couldn't have written it up any better if you're Kyle Dubas and Mike Babcock. Tavares with 3, Matthews with 2.
2nd of the night, 5th of the season, 1:02 to go now, so there's still some time left. They're on the ice together again. Duncan Keith plays the puck in, Schmaltz to the blue line, Joki Harju, other side, Kane scores! 29 seconds to go and tied again at 6.
Are you kidding me? What a game. This is throwback to the 80s. End to end, punch for punch.
From the blue line, Gustafsson shot, hit a skate, another shot, hit a body as Kemp tried the last shot, and the 3rd period comes to an end with 21,000 on their feet and overtime looming.
Oh man, isn't overtime fitting though?
Just when you thought it was over, a couple of times.
Oh, really just quite incredible. Patrick Kane showing patience here, finds a hole in Garrett Sparks with Anisimov in front, and then Austin Matthews in the slot, stops up. Does it hit Jonathan Taves? No, it just came right off the side from Marleau, trying to silence the crowd, but the home team had the answer. Once again, Patrick Kane with the one-timer. There's it off the stick of Hainsey, through the 5-hole on Sparks, and the response by Pat Kane, pretty predictable, wasn't it? And a little smirk from Matthews.
Marleau to the open side. Riley's got some room, and he'll carry the puck in on Duncan Keith. Marleau to the net. Riley shoots. He scores! Wow. Night 15 seconds into overtime, it's Morgan Riley who gives Toronto a 7-6 win.
Now, last shot wins in what's been just a crazy game. With Marleau going to the net, I mean, that's made a really big difference. Watch Marleau in on there, never touched the puck. Ward can't find it, and 34 and 44 with a big hug after just an incredible ending to this game.
You'd forgive anyone who thought that Morgan Riley was going to drop that puck back for Austin Matthews. Instead, he decides to shoot. And it squeaks through. And Toronto has its second win in overtime. Both of these teams are 2-1. What a game.